Hi guys, welcome back to the ongoing spotlight of Dragon's Prophet. So in this video, I wanted to show off a little bit more of the different stuff that you can do in combat. So last time we went over dragons and a lot of the details on dragons because I thought that that's probably the #1 difference in the game compared to other MMOs out there. But this time I want to go over combat and combos. So for that, I've decided to show you my Lobby Oracle. So an Oracle is a, here, let's take a look at this. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but basically for the Oracle, and I'm not an expert on this class, I'm really not, so if anybody plays this game and if I missay something, if I give some poor advice, please feel free to correct me down below in the comments, but I believe it should be high ferocity and intelligence because their their damage is magic based. The damage that they do is magic based despite being a melee class. So if I attack something, I really don't have any way of attacking it from a distance. I have to hit it with my scythe. Like this. And the the perks to that with this scythe, because you can either use a scythe or an amulet. There's either this two-handed scythe or there's a one-handed option for you. So let's take this so I can show you that a little bit later. I personally have only ever used the scythe because it basically hacks in an arc around you or in a circle around you, and so you're going to be able to hit multiple targets. Whereas with the sorcerer class that I showed you last time, I could only throw a little bolt of arcane at one target at a time. This class does use cloth, so it's a very squishy class. By that I mean that she's going to take damage pretty easily, and she doesn't start out with a lot of constitution. The thing about cloth armor in this game, or actually the thing about armor in this game in general, is that armor pieces are going to have different scores in physical defense and magic defense. So this, I don't know if you can see this very well, but these pants right here have a physical defense rating of 153 and a magic defense rating of 333. So physical damage and magic damage are taken and accounted for separately. So that's going to be an ongoing theme with cloth armor. Whether you're an oracle or you're a sorcerer, if you're wearing cloth armor, you're going to notice that you have higher magic values, higher magic defense values than you do physical defense. You may want to supplement that by putting physical defense attributes. See here I have the pants. I just upped my physical defense by 15. So you might want to do that, because that means that you're going to take less damage from casters, other casters, or other magic damage, but you are going to take more damage from physical attacks. And I've just found that the majority of stuff in this game does physical damage. So these sheep here, they're pretty much just going to do physical damage. They don't look particularly magical to you. Hello? Hello, little friend sheep? Are you my sheep friend? Oh, God, it's a goat! I better just walk away now. I better just walk away. However, like I said before, you have these dragons over here, and the flying ones typically are going to have your magic abilities and magic damage. So let's see if I have room. I do not have room. I'm going to show you that dragon capturing one more time because it just happened way too fast last time for you guys to really see. I just want to show it to you. I won't capture it quite so quickly. They added this new feature called the Dragon Chamber. I showed it off briefly, but oh, bollocks. Oh, it's only 1 penny. Yay, 1 penny. So these are the kinds of things that you can buy with your SC. You can buy Dragon Chamber slots, which allow you to just, basically this is Dragon Storage. Anything in Dragon Storage cannot have armor on it, and it can't do anything. It can't go out on missions to get you money, like this. I could send him out. I could tell him to work on leveling up his abilities. I could tell him to go out and train to get more experience, and with that experience I can increase his points. But you can't do that. You can't do any of that when they're in the storage. But I'm just going to put her there. I always tend to call the magic ones, or the flying ones, she. But I guess that's rather That's rather sexist of me. Yeah, oh, I'm gonna just jump on this thing right here. That way you can see it again in a little bit slower. I'm not sure if they fixed it with the latch, not fixed, but I'm not sure if they changed it in the last patch that you can just jump on them immediately, but it's just always been my procedure to get them down to 40% health. So I'm gonna jump on now. There we go. And then I'm just gonna lightly tap WASD in the direction that I want to move that icon. And it's gonna buck around. It's bucking around like crazy. So right now I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching a single key right now. And it's gonna wander around. And because this was an easy dragon, I was able to capture it anyway. But like you saw, keeping it within the inner circle is going to allow you to catch it faster before your, quote, dragon stamina gets out. So, let's take a look at these guys. You'll notice that I have two that are exactly identical, like in appearance. So they're both dancing lotus dragons. However, this one has a healing spell, and these here are just abilities that lets it learn things faster, and then it has a combat ability here called Current Strike. Well, the one that I just captured just right now is happens to have Great Dragon Blood as an ability. So it's going to increase the character's health 100 points. It also has the same increases in learning abilities right here, but it has a combat ability called Cyclone Assault. So I can capture 5 of these, and they were going to have semi-random different abilities on here, spells, whatever you want to call it. So that's that. Going back to combat, Oracle is very heavy on knowing your combos. It makes you either incredibly strong or incredibly weak. So if you're just going through and you're just left clicking, left click, left click, left click, right click, just the basic combo, the most basic combo, you're not really going to do a whole lot. But I found that with the Oracle, you can be extremely, extremely powerful if you use your other combos. And I'm going to just bring this up here. So if you hit K to bring up skills, go to combo skills. You have some pretty incredible skills here. Punishment combos. Where is it? Q. This is the one I use the most. So if I hit Q once, right here, I'm going to perform Fiery Redemption. If I hit Q and then left click once, I'll perform Blessed Redemption. If I hit Q, left click, and then Q again, that's going to be Immortal Redemption. So just to show you what that looks like, this is Q. That's the second. That's the third. So it's, I mean, I'm trying not to, it's complicated, it's difficult to explain, but basically you have to perform the steps in order. So once again, Q, left click, Q. And that's a very, very devastating single target attack. So there's other ones like this one. It's the exact same thing, but instead of with Q, it's with E, starting with Retributive Slice. And this one is an area of effect. So you're going to hit everything that's around you. So E, left click, and then E. See how she swings her scythe around like that? It's basically going to hit everything that's surrounding you. And that makes you extremely powerful. One more thing to note about the Oracle class is you have this Dragon Spell Seal, which is a protection. It transforms the power of Dragon Spell into a shield that resists damage, blah, 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 blah. Whatever that means, it means it's a protective spell. It's going to reduce the damage that you take. And that is essential. You need to be using it always. Yeah. Okay, before I actually start going out and doing stuff, as in quests, and showing you like storylines or quest lines or whatever, one more thing I want to show you guys is the armor system. And I'm going to go over this really briefly because it doesn't really take much explanation, and I'm not too fond of it, to be perfectly honest. This is probably the only thing that I'm really not fond of in the game. The armor system is very much like the dragon system. So this weapon shop merchant right here, he sells this talisman, Mind Talisman. I don't know if you can see it too well, but basically it has its base stats, the speed that you attack with, the talisman is the one-handed weapon that an oracle can use. Well, to make things easy, let's go to the scythe. The mind scythe, that's the one, that's the previous one I had. It has its speed, it has its attack range, it has its physical damage, and that physical damage is in a range. The magic damage is also in a range. Clearly magic damage is going to be higher than its physical damage. Then it says, produce one attribute at random. Don't worry about where it says compare equipments, because that just means if I equip this, what is it going to change? So if I buy this, it will produce one attribute at random. If you look at my current equipment, my current weapon has physical damage plus 21. That's its random attribute. So let me buy this. Do I have the money? Yeah, I have the money. Let's buy this Mind Great Scythe and see what its random attribute is. Looks like magic damage plus 26. That's pretty good. If I buy another one, the exact one, it will have a different random attribute. Or it could be the same. It's completely random. It could have physical damage, it could have defense, it could have ferocity, it could have anything. And I don't really like that, because that means you have an almost infinite number of combinations of weapons and armor. And I really like having attributes be stationary as static on a piece of armor. That way, you know, if a Mind Great Scythe drops, you know what its stats are going to be, rather than having 5 different Mind Great Scythes in your inventory and all of them have different abilities, because it makes it much harder to equip yourself with the attributes that you want. Alright, so let's see what quest I'm on. Let's do the storyline quest. Actually, it's not, because if I do that, you're going to be in the middle. And I'm just going to show you some gameplay. Oh, by the way, this is me riding a water dragon. This is called an aqua dragon. He swims really well. I think he's cute. Let's see here. And then let's call out this guy. I'll just show you flying. Yay, flying, I can fly. Some areas, the flying isn't really integrated that well into the zone, so right now, this is as high as I can fly. This is the flight ceiling. And if you hit the flight ceiling, you're just gonna glide. So some places, you can't fly because the flight ceiling's too low. Dude, I'm not even going to go into crafting. Crafting is its own thing. If you're interested in crafting, I think it's actually really good. The thing that I don't like about crafting is there's so many crafting materials that it takes up tons of space in your backpack and in your bank. And of course, those bank slots are purchasable with real monies. And I'm not too fond of that. Somebody asked me if I thought that this game was pay to win, which basically means when you put real money into the game, it's the only way to really be good at it. I wouldn't call it that. I would call it pay for convenience, because that's really what it is. It's just about everything you can do in the game you can do without SC. It'll just take longer. Like, you accumulate, you know, dailies. Everybody's familiar with dailies. Oh, look! Excuse me, you don't know what this is, but there. You can do your daily quests and you'll get daily tokens, and you can use it. It will obviously take more daily tokens than it will SC or real money to get something done, but it is possible. So when you pay money, it really is for the convenience of getting what you want done faster. Okay, so this is where I was supposed to go. Burrito, are you okay? Whoa, crap, what did I do? How very interesting. What? Hey, what's wrong with you? I don't know what's going on right now, actually. I haven't played this girl in a while. Who are you? I'm Rykar. I've even treated you before. This is my house. Get out. Weird. There's no other choice. We must kill him. Really? Wow. I don't even know what's going on, but let me show you some stuff. R is my dash. Let's see here. Oh, this one's cool. This basically makes me just like super friggin' fast. As you can see, really cool animations for combat on the Oracle. He's mentally unstable. Yes, because that's exactly what we need to do to every mentally unstable person on the planet. That bunch earlier may have done something? May have done something to him. We should help him into bed first. Oh, we didn't kill him. We just beat the crap out of him. And now he's resting. Hopefully he's resting well. We just very graciously flopped him onto the wooden bed. That's wonderful.
An Army veteran?
Phew, what happened to this fellow? Only he can tell us after he awakens. Right now, all we know is that he's pretty tough. Thanks. And I get some experience, I get some gold, and I get some healing potions. Huzzah.
Courage is your strength.
I don't have room in my backpack. That is a pain in the ass. I honestly think that we deserve more bank slots. You unlock bank slots at certain levels. So at level 10, you open a bank slot. Level 20, you open another bank slot. I purchased a couple of bars. So, I mean, when you unlock it, you unlock the entire bar. So, that's why I have so much. Because there's so many items in the game that it really does take up a lot of your storage. I really like the armor in this game, so there's a lot of variation in what you see, so this is just something else. A lot of really cool looking armors in this game, I think. You can do dying, of course, over here, but it costs SC to do it, you know. It has the option if you want to dye your clothing, you can. And I think that's probably good enough for this video. Next video, I will probably be showing you a public quest and then a dungeon, just so you guys can see what those are. And if you would like to see anything specific in this game, about this game, ask me any questions you'd like me to go a little bit more in depth on some certain area, please leave a comment down below and I will certainly do that. So I hope you guys are enjoying this and give me some feedback. Alright, bye.